What's up, guys? Welcome back to Montreal. Today's a day that I spent backtesting, and we have some promising things coming up. Let's take a look. By the way, a quick tip whenever you want to do some backtesting, try to keep a notebook with you so you can write all your ideas and everything that comes to your mind. I've had a lot of ideas so far, and I wrote all of them down, which is pretty cool. I test them over time to see how I can make things better. And that is really, really useful because for a long time I've been backtesting and not noting down everything that I saw, and that was kind of a big problem because then you want to go back, you don't know exactly what you should look for and what you've looked for in the past, so it's kind of a big mess. But try to note everything down when you backtest all your results and then do things over time. So in the mindset of putting these strategies inside my academy, I simplified as much as possible the Bollinger Band strategy. So instead of taking the Bollinger Band and looking at candlestick patterns, what I'm doing is I'm looking only at the breaks of the Bollinger Band. And I try to simplify this as much as possible to add some more confluence. What I found, which is really interesting, is that you get a much better return on this strategy when you use a very far take profit. So like we're testing here like things like 7 to 1 of reward to risk as opposed to 2 or 3. And that makes a big difference. Yes, your drawdown is bigger, but that's where you can put other things in place. Right now, that's what I'm testing. Looks pretty interesting. So that has been a pretty packed day, and I cannot say that I'm completely finished with this strategy. There's still a lot to be done on that part, but I thought I would give you guys some tips on how you can make a strategy better and how you can take something basic, test it a little bit, and try to come up with a strategy. That can take sometimes a day, sometimes a couple of weeks. That's totally fine. It depends on how much energy you put in and how clear you are with your ideas and how straight you go through with your testing. But the very first thing, and what I like to do is I like to pick a very basic kind of strategy to start with. So I'm going to test something that's very simple, like in this case a Bollinger Band touch and a bullish or bearish candle in the opposite direction as a sign of reversal. Now this is going to give you a very bad result. The only thing we want to know now is kind of what you can expect. And the only goal after that is to make it better. So what can you do to make it better? And today here are some things I tried. Using the RSI to confirm whenever price was oversold, that would be a buy signal. Whenever price would be overbought, that would be a sell signal. Okay, and this is not like the perfect rule, but it's still a good start. And that has improved a little bit the win rate. Now the other thing I did after that is I tried to see what was the reward to risk that was the best on these trades. You know that I usually put a fixed reward to risk on every trade. So that's what I tested today. Different currency pairs might not have the same move, and that's why you have to add either more criteria to how you're gonna trade. And don't forget that here we're not talking about any zone, anything that's a little bit subjective, not even a tiny subjective. Everything mechanical, and that's maybe what I wanna move my trading to at some point. We'll see. But for the academy, that's what I'm trying to build. And then this didn't make the strategy profitable completely. So the other thing I had to add, and now that was with the ADX. See if we have better trades when there's no big trend in the market. So that's something I tested, and it doesn't really work. It's ending up giving a result that's kind of average, and the result before was better than that. So, but it's just good to understand, because now you understand that while this strategy works better when you're at kind of extreme point, even though there's a trend, you are gonna lose more trades than you win, but you're gonna win big whenever you win. And that's what I'm starting to understand right now. So I'll keep doing the same work that I did today. Tomorrow it's gonna be a little bit different because my schedule is not the same, but that's the basic premise here. You optimize, you test things, and you write things down in your notebook. Because if you tested a lot of stuff, and that's very easy, like you can get overwhelmed, you test all these ideas you have, and like you're getting crazy and you want to test everything, but then you forget what you test. So you want to be very clear and very articulate on what are the steps. Okay, first I'll test this, then I'll test this, then it's going to be this, and if not, it's going to be this. And you can like come up with ideas over time. I'll include a slide right here. It's how you can make your strategy better. There's multiple ways, and you pick like a few of them. You try them out over time, and you see what result you get. So I hope this is valuable for you guys. I hope you like the video today. Please give a like, comment below with your thought, your question. If you have any question, I want to answer them. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. There's one every single day. coaching session with the academy tonight. That's going to be really interesting with Mandy. And if you guys want to join, you're free to join, of course. That's going to be awesome, as always. I'll put the link below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.